Hi, everybody. That's Brent, First Church of Christ, Caldwell, Ohio. Just want to check in with you on Wednesday. We always do our Wednesday devotional. So I just wanted to share with you for just a couple minutes. Yesterday was Christmas, or day before yesterday was Christmas, and we got a message during the day that a dear friend of ours by the name of Rita had a severe heart attack. She was in Camden Clark Hospital and not expected to live. Yesterday, went down to visit, and she's still hanging on a morphine drip, still conscious. Walked in, she knew who I was. She cried. She was just happy to see me. So now today, I'm in the process of planning a funeral. Funerals are never fun, but some are better than others, easier than others. This one is exceptionally easy because of who she was. Now, there's a passage of scripture I want to share with you. It's in Acts chapter 9, starts in verse 36. Now in Joppa, there's a disciple named Tabitha, which translated in Greek is called Dorcas. This woman was abounding with deeds of kindness and charity, which she continually did. It happened at that time she fell sick and died, and when they had washed her body, they laid her in an upper room. Since Lydia was near Joppa, the disciples, having heard that Peter was there, sent two men to meet him, imploring him, "Do not delay in coming to us." So Peter rose and went to them. When he arrived, he brought them into the upper room, and all the widows stood beside him, weeping and showing all the tunics and garments that Dorcas used to make while she was with them. Now, you know the rest of the story goes on that Peter throws everyone out of the room. He prays and takes her right hand and lifts her up, and she's fine. She's brought back from the dead. But the part of the story I want to focus on today is that she did deeds of kindness continually. At the church in Ripley, where I used to minister, we would have Christmas, of course. And at Christmas time, this lady would bring in tub after tub of Christmas gifts. The fellowship hall, she lined up all the tables and she had gifts for every single person in the church laid out on that table. And then the week before Christmas, everyone received a gift. Made no difference if you had been there before or not, did not make any difference. She had a gift for you, even strangers, everyone got a gift, and that was her ministry. She loved giving thanks. At Vacation Bible School, she loved the kids, but she was in the kitchen most of the time that I knew her, and her specialty was Jello. Yes, Jello. She started making Jello in the form of eggs. She would use a deviled egg pan and fill that up, and she had half eggs of Jello. Then I showed her how to get full eggs of Jello, and she would bring Jello by the wheelbarrow load, and it was really, really good. And she was noted for it. And she always brought gifts for Christmas, Jello for any event, and then at New Year's she always had a bunch of things too. Well, that sounds pretty interesting, doesn't it? The thing is, she probably was the poorest person in the entire church. She lived with her daughter and husband and all their kids. She took care of the kids, had never driven, but she was not well to do in the least. Mark 12:41, and he sat down opposite the treasury, being Jesus, began observing how the people were putting money into the treasury. Many rich people were putting in large sums. A poor widow came and put in two small copper coins, amount to a cent. According to his disciples to him, he said to them, "Truly I say to you, this poor widow put in more than all the contributors to the treasury. For they all put in out of their surplus. She, out of her poverty, she put in all she owned, all she had to live on." Rita bought a gift for everyone. Now, they weren't fancy gifts. They were little figurines. They were little linen calendars that you put in the kitchen. Just what you call cheap gifts. But she bought them all year from the a little bit of money she had to give away. Never thought of herself, always thought of others, and gave and gave and gave and gave. So as we get ready for a new year, I'd like to encourage you to think about what kind of giving you give, not just to church, but to people. What is it that you will be remembered for? She is going to be remembered for at her funeral that she gave. Always, always giving. The text for the funeral is going to be right here next, chapter 9. Now in Joppa, there's a disciple named Tabitha, also called Dorcas. When we look at your life, okay, so yep, my time comes, they're going to say, yep, he gave a lot. She gave a lot. Always doing deeds of kindness. Or will they think, well, maybe he should have been in the Scrooge movie because that fits a little better. This Wednesday. Hope you have a great day. We will see you next year. Have a great one. See you then. Bye.